guys. So in the face challenge, I noticed that we're having some difficulties where the heads are kind of coming off, kind of tilting. I think sometimes when we draw, we're kind of coming in this way, and we're drawing down and around, and the faces are kind of coming out as if they're almost kind of falling over or laying down. So I had this idea, and what I did was I just drew on the, like it's a picked up piece of paper, folded in half. I just drew a circle like you used to do with the hearts. Remember how you used to come, if this was the crease, you used to come down and up, and then you would get the heart when you opened it. Well, I just kind of kept it coming around like this and more of an oval, so that when you open it, you get a side of a face. So I drew out 3 little shapes, cut them out, and then I got these 3 great templates. So now I can have these smaller templates of face shapes, this whole equation of faces. Well, this is just, if I put these in an envelope, then I've got 3 right there that I can work off. I want to show you guys something that I have. This is my sketchbook that I bring with me everywhere. It's my my living sketchbook. And what I do in here is I'm just always kind of just grabbing, if there's just something that I'm thinking about, I'm thinking, oh, let me just try to grab that in some way. So this is like an eye looking down. I don't even know what that was, but it was kind of, I kind of thought about it somewhere. So just drawing and capturing just different things. A really great way to practice faces is to take your sketchbook and to just make everything gray, because it makes color pop out. Then I just take a flesh color paint and I just draw in these silhouettes so that there's just these they're just ready to go. And with a colored pencil, then I can just sit and sketch different faces whatever I'm doing, wherever I am. I can kind of just always sketch. So I just use sort of like, I bet you I probably used this one in here, and just sketched with these. It's just more lifelike. It makes it pop off of the paper when you're sketching, because you're using these. It's sort of, this is the same exact, this idea is this idea in paint, right? So so it's just taking these ideas and then just painting them on a gray background so they pop. So this gives me a lot of different places to practice my faces while I'm out and about, just sitting and doodling somewhere. And now these do too. I'm going to say this: if your faces are getting kind of not symmetrical, I'm going to suggest to you that you start smaller. Go with smaller ovals so that it's easier to see what you're doing and where you're laying in. It's hard to see on this. So this is just all extra paint on here that I've always got in my sketchbook. So here I've got this one oval. So I'm going to drop in a neck, and look at, bam, I've got a face. So here what I'm going to say is your eyes are always coming in about midway, and then your nose is going to be about here, and then your lips are going to be about here. I don't often start with, if I'm drawing a portrait, if I'm not just practicing and playing, I will always start a portrait with the eyes and building up around it. I don't confine myself into the head shape first. So so in here I'm going to say, so if I just start laying in my eye, you notice I'm using the side of my pencil here. I can come in. You've got to drop in those shadows underneath those eyelids. There's got to be that shadow in there for it to become believable. So here, and then if we kind of put up the eyelashes, obviously this is going to be a girl. Here, as you're drawing, this is going to come in a little bit. Do you hear my dogs? Goodness gracious. God forbid they should stay outside. I do not know what they would do if they lived in the wild. So here I'm going to put in my eyelashes, my eyebrows. The nose, remember how we said that we're going to start to nose. You're going to have a little circle, but then you can kind of come out with these 2 little sidecars to it almost. And then if you come up, but I don't like a nose to look that drawn. The thing with a nose is that you always want to have it underdrawn rather than to have it be such a such a thing on the face. You put a little bit of shadowing up under the nose because the bottom of your nose catches some shadow. Here we're going to lay in some dark. I'm just going to smudge for time's sake. Remember here now what we did was we're going to have it kind of come down and then in a little bit. And then here, if you were having it on a painted one, you would just claim your face in a little bit. Okay, so here, there's always a shadow coming in on your cheekbones. That's what makes you have cheekbones. I'm going to put in a lip. You hear my dogs? Goodness gracious. So see how I did not draw a lot of lips. What did I do? I just kind of came in with the two mountains, came in, and then on the bottom, I'm defining the shadow of the lip more than I'm doing, a lip like this and like this and like this. You see how this looks so much more natural? Okay, so here I'm going to come in and give her those cheekbones. There's always going to be some shading because we've got such fabulous curves on our faces. Just want to get those just a little bit darker. And then hair. So we have to talk about hair. And then I'm seeing a lot of scribble scrabble for hair. I'm seeing a lot of just and you have to make hair believable. So here, if I'm going to do hair, I lay it in. I'm laying it in pieces. Let's let her have an ear here. She'd have an ear here. So I want to put the hair in, literally draw it in, take your time, and have it be so that you're laying in a piece at a time, and then you can decide which would be darker and which would be lighter. This would be behind that other piece, so that would be darker. Lots of folks are stopping their hair right here, between their neck and their hair. Well, that would just mean that your hair came down right in front of your face and there was no hair behind your head. So here what you would do is you would just lay in hair, but just darker, so that it looks like it's up in behind her. So here, let's go this way. I will post out some different kind of hairstyles. I know that we've done this one already. Could have let some kind of fall, right? Because I don't know about you guys, but my hair is always unruly. Here, let's say it's kind of tucked in behind her ear, and then it's going to come out down over here. So that is what I'm going to say for this week with the equation of faces. Get some templates, work small, work little. Eyes can be simply like this. Leave a space. That wasn't enough of a space. Remember that there's an eye space between the both of them, so that there's kind of like a pretend eye right in the middle. Your nose, quick. Your lips, draw your lips by not really drawing your lips. So you see that you make this face like just quick and easy. Sketch, and keep on sketching. So you've got these, and then you've got the idea too that you can work in your sketchbook and work on faces in little colored swatches. So I hope that helps. Bye.